And welcome to Redbird Arena. Every Class 1A team started the season with hopes of getting here, and now there are just two. And welcome to the 1A state championship game. I'm Lee Hall along with Patricia Babcock-McGraw. Piper Shaw is with us as well. And this is it. Yeah. All the time you spent running laps and doing things all summer, putting up shots, weightlifting, it all comes down to right now.
And there's an interesting dynamic in this game. Star power versus resiliency. Schlarman has 3 Division I kids on this team, and this Eastland team is a resilient bunch that were down by 8 points in last night's semifinal, came back to win a 1-point game. I can't wait to see how this is going to play out.
Let's talk about Schlarman. They've had the target on their back all year, and it's on their back again here today.
Well, this is the final challenge for this Schlarman team that has had so many special moments together. Defending state champions, 3 Division I players, wins over bigger Class 2A, 3A, and 4A teams this year. And now Schlarman just needs to beat one more 1A team to meet every expectation and win another state title. Now let's take a look at Eastland. On paper, Eastland might be an underdog, a David to Schlarman's Goliath, but the Cougars are riding high, riding the momentum from that comeback win yesterday, a thrilling 1-point win in yesterday's semifinal. We cannot underestimate how much confidence a win like that has given Eastland. They will carry that into this championship game.
Now the Cougars say, yeah, we're underdogs. We embrace it. We don't mind. And they will play for the state championship trophy coming up against the defending state champs from Schlarman. Coming up next.
I was in a terrible accident when I was 14 years old. My recovery was a challenge, to say the least. What I have learned from this experience has inspired me to help others overcome their obstacles. My name is Stephen Carroll, and I'm a country financial representative. I do what I do now to help people achieve their goal, one step at a time.
Find a representative at TakeSimpleSteps.com.
All across America, teenagers are making a difference, gaining respect, and changing the future. Here in Illinois, the future is now. 16 and 17-year-olds can now register to be organ tissue donors in Illinois. Nearly 5,000 people in our state need a life-saving organ, and about 300 people die every year waiting. Be part of the solution. Join the Illinois Secretary of State's Organ Tissue Donor Registry. Register at lifegoeson.com.
This event is brought to you by Champion. Since 1919, Champion has created the durable, authentic sportswear you need to conquer your goals. As the official uniform and apparel provider for the NFHS, Champion helps athletes at every level make their mark, the mark of a champion. View our apparel today at champion.com.
Just about ready to get underway here. 2 of the top 4 teams in the final poll in this year's 1A girls basketball. 1 Schlarman against number 4 Eastland, and a couple of the hottest teams in the state as well. Definitely the 2 hottest teams. Schlarman with 20 straight wins coming into today. Eastland with 18 wins in a row. One of those will fall here as we throw it across for our national anthem.
With this moment of silence. Thank you. And now we ask that you join our guest soloist, Abby Ankrum, a senior student at Triad High School, in the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, Oud's broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good job.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, here are the starting lineups for this 1A championship game at the 2019 IHSA Girls Basketball Finals. First, for Schlarman High School of Danville, a senior, number 3, Sydney Gerard. Number 4, a junior, Capria Brown. Number 5, a senior, Anea Peoples. Number 11, a senior, Janiyah Newell. And number 32, a senior, Destiny Dye. The Hilltoppers bring a 32-2 record into today's game and are coached by Keith Peoples. And now the starting lineup for the Cougars of Eastland High School. Number 2, a junior, Meredith Jansen. Number 10, a senior, Gabby Snyder. Number 21, a junior, Erin Hinsey. Number 34, a sophomore, Carly Krogman. And number 41, a junior, Lydia Coatney. The Cougars bring a 31-4 record into today's game and are coached by Nicole Brinker.
Well, there you have the starting lineups for both teams. Number 1, Schlarman. Number 4, Eastland. We mentioned both teams hot coming into this ball game here today. Of course, Schlarman, the defending state champs, winning a year ago over Stockton in the title game. Took a 19-game win streak into that ball game. Let's go over to Piper. She is ready for this championship game.
That's right, guys. So Schlarman's senior guard, Janiyah Newell, she fouled out yesterday, but her coach, Coach Keith Peoples, he says that she's somebody to watch. She can wreak havoc on point guards, he says. And he said, though, even though she fouled out yesterday, he wasn't disappointed in her. He thought that they were pretty fair fouls. And in her place, they had Cece Damilano step up. And he said that she wasn't just filling minutes. She was really in charge of those minutes. So in this game, we're going to be looking for those two defending the basket, making sure that Schlarman is pulling ahead.
All eyes on the Hilltoppers. 32-2 coming into this one.
And so many expectations. I mean, you're the defending state champion. You've had that target on your back all season long. This team has carried it beautifully, 31-2, and only losses to bigger schools, one from Ohio and then Edwardsville early in the season. And Coach Keith People saying that those were turning points in our season, that kind of refocused us, that woke us up a little bit, that gave us some things to work on. You know, sometimes when you're the defending state champs, you think you got it all figured out. And that kind of put a new focus on this team, and it really helped them kind of put together an excellent season and an excellent state tournament.
Schlarman, a 58-41 winner over Lewistown yesterday in the semis. Coach Peoples after that game said, champions don't quit, we make adjustments. And I thought in the second half we made good adjustments, and they sure did. And it actually kind of started late in the second quarter with the defense of Capria Brown, who's got the ball now. Gives it off.
Well, I am looking forward to see what Capria Brown with the ball, number 4 in gray, has for an encore here. I thought she was outstanding yesterday, not only offensively with the 23 points, but defense. And Schlarman getting it started early with a 3 from Anaya Peoples.
Her 15th 3 of the year starts this ball game. Really, one aspect of her game that she doesn't really excel, 29%. She takes it away here, though, gives it up to Janiyah Newell in transition.
We saw that a lot out of both Anaya Peoples and Capria Brown, just taking the basketball away from people. They have such quick hands, such good instincts. Again, reading that passing lane, there's Peoples again. Well, you better have crisp passes against this team, especially when Brown and Peoples are defending, because they do such a good job in the passing lanes and creating havoc like that. Just the loose ball situation, deflecting. Oh, and then Peoples just short-arming that layup. We saw a couple of those yesterday from her, and she kind of had to give a laugh to that one.
Nice give inside and a miss at the other end, but then the follow. Jansen with the bucket. She averages 8 points a game. So they're pretty patient against this Cougars man-to-man to start things off. Strong take that time by Newell. Gerard had the rebound, and now Newell comes out of there with it.
Yeah, nice hustle by Janiyah Newell.
She fires up the 3. Capria Brown the follow, and she'll get free throws. Capria Brown averaging just a couple of rebounds a game, nothing really to brag about, but she was on the offensive glass there. As you get a good look at Keith Peoples, his 8th season. He has done a remarkable job at Schlarman.
We talked about it yesterday. 8 years, and 7 of those have been outstanding seasons. 5 20-win seasons, 2 30-win seasons, and a state championship for Keith Peoples at Schlarman.
And counting.
Yes.
He's got a lot coming back next year, too. Schlarman, the early 5-point lead here. Relentless defense, right up in your grill, as they say. Coatney took it to the hoop, and Capria Brown got a piece of it.
I think she did.
Makes the pass, takes it to the hoop, but can't finish. Gabby Snyder was there defensively to just cause enough havoc to not allow that hoop. Inside to Hensey, she misses one inside. Janiyah Newell taking it all the way and gets the roll this time. She's got 4 points. She had kind of a tough game yesterday, just 1 point.
Well, she is definitely known more for her defense, but she's upped her scoring production this year. Yesterday, an exception, but averaging about 13 points per game. You saw how quickly she can score, turning points in transition. And how about this? Quick scoring there. Oh, nuts.
Capria Brown the miss. Gerard there for the rebound. Sydney Gerard averaging 10 points a game.
A couple of misses on some almost sure thing layups there by the Hilltoppers, but doing a nice job of finishing on the boards.
I guess it's just like golf. There's no such thing as a gimme out here this weekend, right?
Well, not in the state championship game in the first quarter. That's some nerves still, I think, for both of these teams.
Capria Brown taking one from outside.
And we should mention, I know we've referred to the 3 Division I players for Schlarman. Okay, there's Capria Brown. She's going to Xavier. Of course, number 5, Peoples, is headed to Notre Dame, the defending national champions. And then you've got number 3, Sydney Gerard, going to Oakland. Some big-time players on this Schlarman team.
And they are in control here in the early going, leading by 11.
You can spend it on anything. Animals and toys. I would buy a really, really, really big house. A motorcycle. I would go to college right now. Money. Shoe. Coats or watches. Anything.
When I was looking at different universities, I didn't want to choose a campus just for football. I needed a school that offered strong academics. At UNI, I discovered a program that gave me hands-on experience and connected me with industry professionals. I gained a better understanding of what it takes to be successful in a competitive industry. UNI helped me discover my passion of meeting people and telling important community-driven stories. Discover where you belong at the University of Northern Iowa.
In a hurry but want a fresh, affordable meal to serve your family or friends? Biaggi's Pronto Packs make it easy to enjoy an authentic Italian meal at home or on the go. Perfect for small groups and starting at just $30. The Pronto Pack comes with pasta, 2 pizzas, a salad, and bread with Biaggi's delicious butter for dipping. Biaggi's can take care of your large group as well with their delicious party pans. 6 Illinois locations, Biaggi's carry-out is the perfect solution for your busy lifestyle. There you get a look at Nicole Brinker, her 4th year as head coach at Eastland, 101-30. She coached 8 years at Forreston, 11 of 12 seasons. You talk about Coach Peoples with a good run. 11 of her 12 seasons have been 20-win seasons as a head coach.
That is a good run, and she loves that because she is an Eastland grad. She is doing a nice job coming back to her alma mater.
Sydney Gerard takes it to the hoop and draws the foul. Not only that, she's the all-time leading scorer.
That, but
for now.
I was going to say she's got a couple players, and Erin Hensey, and of course Lydia Coatney, who will challenge that all-time scoring record. And both of those players have hit the 1,000 mark as juniors.
Gerard makes both free throws, 74% free thrower on the year. And unlike yesterday, Schlarman has come out quickly here, ahead to Newell. Missed the layup, gets it back. Good hustle by Janiyah Newell. Try to get inside to Peoples. Battle on the floor for the ball. Newell gives the Peoples. She's pushed, and the foul will go against Carly Krogman, her first.
Yeah, I see a lot of hustle and hunger out of this Schlarman team right now. You know that they can smell this. This is what they have been playing for all season as the defending state champions. loving Janai Newell and the energy that she is bringing to her teammates, and finishing there with a strong bucket and contact. There you go, the Notre Dame bound Anaya Peoples showing what she can do. Let's go inside, out. She's already hit a three-pointer. We've seen some outstanding defense out of her already, getting in the passing lanes, creating some steals. She's playing for her dad. I mean, you can't get much better a dream high school career than what she has had. Potential back-to-back state championships, getting recruited by all the top schools in the country, settling on Notre Dame. A dream career.
She got the block there. It comes back to Krogman. She misses. Gerard the rebound. And a quick jump ball call, and it will stay with Eastland.
Eastland possession. Eastland 23, Andy Rush. And for Schlarman, 31.
Eastland just in a tough situation here because they're not, they've got 2 points, but they're not getting any looks. They've shot the ball 4 times, Lee. Just too many turnovers out of the box here for Eastland. 6 already. Schlarman with none.
Sage Walrath out there with it now. And Newell almost comes up with the steal. You know, it hasn't all been chocolates and roses for Schlarman this year. You talk to Keith Peoples and he says, you know, we've got highly motivated kids. We have challenging practices. Sometimes those emotions carry over. You know, and that's part of the thing. You know, that's the behind the scenes things that people don't see and don't realize that, you know,
because we asked
32
him
and 2, but I mean, it's not that easy, right?
We asked him what's it like to have 3 Division I kids on your team, and that's what he said. Well, it's a challenge. You know, I mean, there are obviously good things about it, but there are challenging aspects to it. You got some egos, and you got people who everybody wants their shots and everything. But at the end of the day, all of these players understand that they've got the same goal.
Gerard to give to McKaylee Allen into the ball game now. Is taken away by the Cougars. Danny Rush inside, doesn't get the bounce. Snyder there for the follow. And the thing I don't think, I vaguely remember this from the limited playing days, but even if a taller player doesn't get your shot blocked, there's that intimidation factor that you're trying to get it up quicker or trying to get it around them, and it's not as easy as it looks.
Right, absolutely. I'm glad that you pointed that out. Because whenever tall people miss layups, everybody's like, what?
What?
It's horrible. I'm always going to side with the post players on that. It isn't as easy as it looks, Lee. Thank you.
You're very welcome. I'm here for you. Anything I can do. Carly Krogman at the line, 64% free thrower on the year. Splits those. Coatney gets it back, puts it up lefty, and gets the roll.
She makes it look easy. And Coatney, boy, she had herself a game in the semifinal. 19 points for her. We talked a lot yesterday about how she is coming back from mono, and hard to keep up there for Coatney with Anaya Peoples, but she can just get to the basket anytime she wants.
Two-time All-Stater. Here she is with it, bringing it the other way. Gives it up. Cece Damilano into the ball game, number 2 for Schlarman. Schlarman, an impressive start to this game. The defending state champs with a 15-point lead.
I feel like they wanted to come out here and make a statement. Remember, they did not start the game yesterday against Lewistown all that well. They were a little sluggish. Their shots weren't falling. And at halftime, Keith Peoples was not happy. Schlarman definitely came out much stronger in that second half.
Yeah, Lewistown led by 3 after a quarter and led into the second quarter. And Greg Bennett, their head coach, said if we would have shot a little better, we probably would have been leading at halftime.
Well, I think that the start here is a kind of a response to what happened yesterday and getting off to a good start here, making a statement. Hey, we're the defending state champions. Eastland, though, cannot let that get into their heads. They've still got to play tough. They've still got to play their game and try to claw back into this one.
Janaya Newell with it. And Peoples with 6. Pulls up, short. Krogner will just hang on to it. Dominating first quarter for the defending state champs. Schlarman 7 of 15 from the floor and a 15-point lead as we go to break.
I remember over the summer, Coach Ellis coming up to me and saying, we might have a family moving here from France.
My name is Louis.
My name is Roland.
And I just moved here in Evanston 3 months ago.
Basketball has a way of holding you accountable.
That's what's great about sports, is it's about habits. You know, you're building habits.
Always.
The NFHS Learning Center is the leader in online education for the interscholastic community. At nfhslearn.com, you can find over 60 courses for coaches, administrators, officials, parents, students, and performing arts programs, including over 25 free courses such as concussion in sports, heat illness prevention, sudden cardiac arrest, and protecting students from abuse. For more information, visit the NFHS Learning Center.
When you visit Bloomington Normal, the best place to stay is the Holiday Inn Express and Suites, conveniently located just off I-55 and Veterans Parkway. The Holiday Inn Express is just minutes from food and shopping, as well as the Illinois State and Illinois Wesleyan campuses. Visit ihg.com or call 309-862-1600 for reservations. Lydia Coatney has to have BioFreeze. Erin Hensey is her funniest teammate. And the strangest food she's ever eaten, well, sometimes at practice you get a little famished, and dead fly in the gym. That would be a great name for a band. And now welcome to the stage.
I don't even want to know. I don't want to know the circumstances of that.
Or a good country song, maybe. Dead fly in the gym.
Although, all I know is that sometimes when you're outside running, it's like you're, breathing and you get a gnat in your mouth.
Yeah.
But how, I don't know. A fly in the gym.
There must have been a bed involved. There had to be a bed involved. Let's hope. See if Piper Shaw can get us the backstory on that. I'm sure inquiring minds want to know. Protein,
Yeah.
Gerard. The miss, got a hand on the rebound. Coatney comes up with it. Put her around any of the wildlife here in the gym. Snyder whistle for the travel. I've never been that hungry, I'll just say that. Piper, can you
guys,
enlighten us?
I saw the video. Lydia showed me it on Thursday, and I think it was for a bet. Now I can't remember, but it definitely was not something that, in my opinion, was worth eating the fly off of the gym floor and making the video evidence forever.
Oh, she lost the bet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe it was like, I'll give you $5 if you eat a dead fly off the gym floor. For $5?
No.
No?
No.
Not Survivor. If there was a Survivor, I mean, you'd be doing that on Survivor. What was that other show? Fear Factor, thank you, Russ Leonard. One of the voices in my head. Fear Factor, yeah. As long as it was, did you eat a live fly?
No.
Come on, $5.
I don't eat insects.
$5. All right. Back to basketball here as Janiah Newell comes up with another takeaway. 9 turnovers now for Eastland. Newell taking it all the way to the house. Janiah Newell had 17 in last year's title game victory. She's got 6 here in the early going.
Boy, she has a quick first step. She can just shift gears so fast.
Coatney the give, saved it under the basket, and Danny Rush gets the hoop. 5'5" junior. Schlarman coming out here and, as we've said, making a statement. Capria Brown, the high arching shot from outside is no good.
And just the harassment there in the backcourt by Schlarman. They are not taking their foot off the gas. They continue with full court pressure, and then you've got a lot of speed and quickness coming at you on the offensive end. Janiyah Newell really doing a great job of just changing speeds, crossing up the defense, and finishing there for Schlarman.
Pretty impressive stuff from the 5'8" senior. Who's really known more for her defense in the Schlarman program. Relentless defensive pressure from the ladies in gray. And now a foul on Capria Brown, her first. Check that, her second.
Schlarman on 3, Sydney Girard.
Oh, sorry, it's on Sydney Girard, correction. Trish was trying to help me, but I couldn't read her sign. Thank you for trying anyway. It's hopeless, but thank you for trying. Girard with the steal now. They need to send one ref over here to tell us who the foul is, don't you think? I think that would be fair.
That would be helpful.
Newell for 3. I'm not sure there were any doubters, but if there were any, Schlarman has quieted them here. Girard got a hand on it, couldn't control it, and now whistled for the foul. .433 to go here in the first half. It's all Schlarman, #1 in the state, and on top here by 17.
All across America, teenagers are making a difference, gaining respect, and changing the future. Here in Illinois, the future is now. 16 and 17-year-olds can now register to be organ tissue donors in Illinois. Nearly 5,000 people in our state need a life-saving organ, and about 300 people die every year waiting. Be part of the solution. Join the Illinois Secretary of State's Organ Tissue Donor Registry. Register at lifegoeson.com.
We started growing pumpkins and selling pumpkins in a roadside stand the first year my 10-year-old was born. People come, pick out their pumpkins, and they put their money in the box. We have the kids help out on the farm, and they get to keep the money for their college savings. With my kids and my customers, my goal is to improve their situation.
With Country Financial, if you just take simple steps, preparing for college isn't as overwhelming as you think. Find an authorized representative near you at takesimplesteps.com.
An impressive start by Janiyah Newell and the Schlarman Hilltoppers.
Well, Coach Keith Peoples told us, watch Janiyah Newell on defense. She's been something to watch on offense here in this first half so far. She's done a great job of finishing in transition with the 6 points, but her forte is defensive pressure. And Piper talked a little bit about before the game and how she just has the ability to wreak havoc on opposing point guards, and she just gets the defense started. She kind of sets the tone defensively for Schlarman, which scores a ton of points off of its defensive pressure. Coach Keith Peoples telling us that they spend 75 to 80% of their practices on defense, and she really gets it all started with the way that she just attacks opposing point guards, and she will go from baseline to baseline with relentless pressure.
Erin Hensey for 3. She hit 6 of those yesterday. That's her first bucket of the game. as they like to run up and down the floor, they are a pretty good half-court team, too, as you see Capri Brown take it strong to the hoop. She's got 6. Three Division I players and 2 first-team All-Staters on this Schlarman team.
Well, that's one point that Keith Peoples mentioned to us, is that they are very good in transition. They like to play up and down, but they can play a half-court game. And he said, you know, we might pass it around from side to side for 35, 40 seconds, and you'd think we'd be a low-scoring team, but you look up at the scoreboard, and there might be 65, 70 points on the board, simply because we wear other teams down with our defense on the other end. We're such a good defensive team that we can be patient on offense and still score a ton of points.
And a strong job of taking it toward the hole by Carly Krogman. She picks up the foul. She'll go to the line.
Well, I thought Carly Krogman had a very nice game yesterday against Tri-County. She had 10 points, 12 rebounds. She had the double-double before fouling out. That was a key issue for Eastland in trying to overcome their deficit against Tri-County with Carly Krugman on the bench having fouled out. And this team kind of rallied together and was able to do that, but before she left the game, she was huge for the Cougars.
Lewistown coach Greg Bennett telling us yesterday that he felt Schlarman could be a champion, or at least go to state in Class 3A or 4A as Peoples gets the whistle going inside.
Well, their schedule is very much a 3A or 4A schedule in some regards. They've played a lot of bigger teams this season and had a lot of success. Really challenged themselves to be a better team. Spent a lot of time together in the off season. And then any time that you have the kind of individual talent that Schlarman has, and 3 Division I players, and this one right here going to Notre Dame, I mean, you are going to be able to take on the biggest and the best.
This is her last high school game for Schlarman. It's not her last high school game because she's a McDonald's All-American. She'll play in that game later this year down in Atlanta. Lydia Coatney takes it strong and pulls up and hits.
And Easton did a nice job of setting up that play for Lydia Coatney.
Newell to the hoop. And the Cougars throw it away. Again, the Cougars find a way to slow down this Schlarman offense. Peoples takes it to the hoop. Capria Brown there for the follow. Now Peoples has it stripped away. Brown gets it. Back to Peoples, and she's called for a travel. So some pretty relentless effort there by both teams on the glass. And the Cougars get the benefit here with 2:18 to go in the half. And Keith Peoples calls timeout. Wants to talk it over a little bit. An impressive start, but coaches are never satisfied. It doesn't matter what the score is, right?
Well, right, and honestly, I don't even know if it's a matter of slowing down the Schlarman offense. It's really getting your own offense together for Eastland. That's what they're going to have to talk about at halftime, Lee, is just the turnovers. 11 turnovers for Eastland to just 3 for Schlarman. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the basketball so that they can have more opportunities. If you look at the field goal attempts, Eastland 12 field goal attempts, Schlarman 22. You are not giving yourself enough opportunities at the basket. So that is going to be a big point of emphasis in the Eastland locker room. Taking care of the basket. Let's get opportunities. Let's at least give ourselves a chance.
Eastland down 14 here. We approach the 2-minute mark. Coatney walked. Yep.
And say that just can't keep happening to Eastland, where you're just not even getting a shot at the rim. Not against a team like Schlarman. You just can't have that happen.
Gerard and Destiny Dye come back in for Schlarman. Talked about their schedule. They lost to the number 2 team in the nation, down 3 with 3 minutes to play, and ended up losing by 10. And Keith Peoples really challenged his team to focus more on details and roles as Janiah Newell scores from the outside. And make sure things are done with a purpose if you're going to set a screen. And whatever you're doing, make sure it's done with a purpose. Enzi puts it on the floor. Gets it back. Doesn't get the roll. The follow and 1 for Meredith Jansen.
Nice job of sticking with that play by Jansen. But I like to follow up on your point about what Keith Peoples was saying about doing everything with a purpose. I loved what he said. You know, even at practice, run every drill with a purpose. Otherwise, we can just come in here and run. That could be our practices if you guys don't want to actually put some meaningful effort into every single drill. We can just make this a running practice. And no one likes those kind of practices, Lee. No one.
Been a part of some of them, but no. Newell takes it all the way. She's in double figures with 10.
They say that you practice the way that you play, and that is really true. I've done some coaching at the youth level, and when your teams practice hard and with a purpose, that's how they're going to play the game. And well, I think that Schlarman is certainly playing with a purpose in this game.
Nice look inside to Meredith Jansen, the assist to Gabby Snyder. And that's one thing that Nicole Brinker says about her team is unselfishness. 66% of their points come off assists. Final minute here now, 31-18, the lead for Schlarman. Looking to make it 2 state championships in a row. Take the last shot here for Schlarman. Janiah Newell. And that's how the first half will end. The Danville starting 5 accounting for all 31 points here in the first half, and they take a commanding 13-point lead to the locker room.
I think this was a statement effort by Schlarman, just wanting to come out strong. Just Eastland hitting a buzzsaw that is the defending state champion. They wanted to make a point out here, and they certainly did that. They've come out firing, off to a great start.
Let's throw it over to Piper Shaw. All right, we were having a little trouble there. We'll try and catch up with Coach later. The Hilltoppers enjoying the first half in a 13-point lead as they chase a second straight state title.
When I was looking at different universities, I didn't want to choose a campus just for football. I needed a school that offered strong academics. At UNI, I discovered a program that gave me hands-on experience and connected me with industry professionals. I gained a better understanding of what it takes to be successful in a competitive industry. UNI helped me discover my passion of meeting people and telling important community-driven stories. Discover where you belong at the University of Northern Iowa.
You can spend it on anything. Animals and toys. I would buy a really, really, really big house. A motorcycle.
I would go to college right now.
Money. Put it in a shoe. Coats or watches. Anything.
All right, welcome back to Redbird Arena. I've got Coach Keith Peoples here with me of Schlarman. Now, this is your last game coaching your daughter, and this is your last half. She's a senior. What's it feel like for you?
Feels great. It's a bittersweet situation right now. Coached her since junior high, watched her grow, watched her develop on and off the court. Means a lot to be in this situation, coaching her last high school game in a state championship. Very fortunate, very lucky.
All right, thanks, Coach. Good luck.
That's it? All right, you have a good one.
You too. All right, we'll be back after this break with more Schlarman versus Eastland.
I was in a terrible accident when I was 14 years old. My recovery was a challenge, to say the least. What I have learned from this experience has inspired me to help others overcome their obstacles. My name is Stephen Carroll, and I'm a country financial representative. I do what I do now to help people achieve their goal, one step at a time.
Find a representative at TakeSimpleSteps.com.
All across America, teenagers are making a difference, gaining respect, and changing the future. Here in Illinois, the future is now. 16 and 17-year-olds can now register to be organ tissue donors in Illinois. Nearly 5,000 people in our state need a life-saving organ, and about 300 people die every year waiting. Be part of the solution. Join the Illinois Secretary of State's Organ Tissue Donor Registry. Register at lifegoeson.com.
This event is brought to you by Champion. Since 1919, Champion has created the durable, authentic sportswear you need to conquer your goals. As the official uniform and apparel provider for the NFHS, Champion helps athletes at every level make their mark, the mark of a champion. View our apparel today at champion.com.
Welcome back to Redbird Arena, where Schlarman is leading Eastland 31-18 in the championship game. Now, I have got, we're here to talk about Busey Bank's relationship and kind of sponsorship of the IHSA. Can you talk about what makes that partnership so special?
Well, we're happy to be a sponsorship and work together closely with the IHSA. We work throughout support the communities throughout the state. And similar to the way the IHSA brings communities together and brings them here to the state tournament, we're here to help communities.
So, Randy, can you tell me a little bit about what makes this tournament maybe in particular special for you guys?
Well, it's close to home. I mean, we're throughout the state of Illinois, from Naperville to Normal to Edwardsville, but this is close to home. Our headquarters are in Champaign, so the tournament in Normal is very special to us.
All right, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
All right, we'll be back after this.
You can spend it on anything. Animals and toys. I would buy a really, really, really big house. A motorcycle.
I would go to college right now.
Money. Shoe. Coats or watches. Anything.
When I was looking at different universities, I didn't want to choose a campus just for football. I needed a school that offered strong academics. At UNI, I discovered a program that gave me hands-on experience and connected me with industry professionals. I gained a better understanding of what it takes to be successful in a competitive industry. UNI helped me discover my passion of meeting people and telling important community-driven stories. Discover where you belong at the University of Northern Iowa.
I remember over the summer, Coach Ellis coming up to me and saying, we might have a family moving here from France.
My name is Louis.
My name is Roland.
And I just moved here in Evanston 3 months ago.
Basketball has a way of holding you accountable.
That's what's great about sports, is it's about habits. You know, you're building habits.
Always.
Welcome back to Redbird Arena. I've got Eastland's head coach, Nicole Brinker, here with me. Now that you've got a half, on the court behind you guys against Schlarman, what kind of strategy adjustments are you going to be making heading into this second half?
We just want to take the ball at them. We were a little tentative, especially in the first quarter, of actually attacking them, and we let them attack us. So we talked about, taking it right at them and not being afraid, and making sure that we get after the offensive boards. We had some success with getting some putbacks, and so we're going to continue to try to do that. We won the second quarter. We preach winning quarters. We got smoked the first quarter, but we won the second quarter, so we hope that we can, continue to build on that. But really, it just comes down to, playing with some heart and just going back to Eastland basketball.
Now, what's your message to your team coming out of the locker room, getting back on the court?
Go out there and enjoy yourselves. Have fun together. This is your last 16 minutes of the season together, and celebrate the little things and just have a great time.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Coach.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thanks.
All right, we'll be back after this break with more Schlarman versus Eastland in the championship game.
The NFHS Learning Center is the leader in online education for the interscholastic community. At NFHSLearn.com, you can find over 60 courses for coaches, administrators, officials, parents, students, and performing arts programs, including over 25 free courses such as concussion in sports, heat illness prevention, sudden cardiac arrest, and protecting students from abuse. For more information, visit the NFHS Learning Center.
All across America, teenagers are making a difference, gaining respect, and changing the future. Here in Illinois, the future is now. 16 and 17-year-olds can now register to be organ tissue donors in Illinois. Nearly 5,000 people in our state need a life-saving organ, and about 300 people die every year waiting. Be part of the solution. Join the Illinois Secretary of State's Organ Tissue Donor Registry. Register at lifegoeson.com.
We started growing pumpkins and selling pumpkins in a roadside stand the first year my 10-year-old was born. People come, pick out their pumpkins, and they put their money in the box. We have the kids help out on the farm, and they get to keep the money for their college savings. With my kids and my customers, my goal is to improve their situation.
With Country Financial, if you just take simple steps, preparing for college isn't as overwhelming as you think. Find an authorized representative near you at TakeSimpleSteps.com.
Back at the Class 1A state championship game, it's Schlarman, the defending state champs, the #1 team in the state, on top here at the half. But a better second quarter effort from Eastland.
Eastland won that second quarter. You heard Coach Brinker talk about it, 13-11. They did a much better job of taking care of the basketball. The turnovers here are lopsided, 12 turnovers for Eastland, but in that second quarter, a different ball game. They shot the ball better, and you see going after offensive rebounds. I think for Eastland to totally get back into this game here in the second half, you're going to have to win the hustle points, the scrapping points, going after offensive rebounds, loose basketballs. They have got to fight for every possession to get back into this game.
Well, and we talked about that in the first game when you looked at the Lewistown numbers against yesterday. If you took away the points off turnovers, it was a pretty close game, and that's kind of what's been true of this game so far here as we open the third quarter. Lee Hall, Patricia Babcock-McGraw, Piper Shaw with you here from Illinois State University, home of the Redbirds. 3A and 4A girls will be here next weekend. Janiyah Newell lost it, gets it back, gives to Capria Brown for three.
Capria Brown a little quiet in that first half by Capria Brown standards, and now she is starting to make some noise. A three, a steal, and almost a finish there, but
gets it back and scores.
In from out of bounds. I love Capria Brown in her game. I just thought that she was fantastic last night, and she is continuing here today.
She has a nose for the basketball, doesn't she?
She does. 23 points against Lewistown yesterday. 6 steals for Capri Brown, and that's really what made her game yesterday. If she turned defense into offense, her length and anticipation in the passing lane, she got so many steals that she turned into buckets down at the other end. Saw fast break points.
Is now doubled up Eastland. Score the first 2 buckets of the third quarter. Peoples, strong move was not to be denied there. Posts up strong. She's got 13 rather. Lydia Coatney stepped out of bounds.
I know it's been a rough day for Lydia Coatney, just 4 points for her. She's only shot the ball 3 times, but I love the way that she moves without the basketball, and I'm gonna get a timeout here, but they almost made that play work. They just gotta keep on chipping away.
A bit of a disheartening start after a good second quarter like we talked about. This is the largest lead now in the ball game, 20 points. Join NBC Sports Chicago for our next Bulls Authentic Fan Night Monday at the United Center. Watch the Bulls battle the Bucks. Visit the Authentic Fan booth located outside section 316. Grab a free Bulls Authentic Fan t-shirt while supplies last. Here's a good look at Capria Brown heading to Xavier. Not next year, but the year after that. Her best dressed teammate, Anaya Peoples. Strangest food she's ever eaten is shrimp.
What?
It's no dead fly on the gym floor, and like track would be a good option for her.
I agree. She's got some speed.
Janiyah Newell.
There's one with some speed, and boy, she has been very offensive-minded. Janiyah Newell with 12 points in this game, and
Enzi ahead to Coatney, and Lydia Coatney lays it in. Quickly ahead to Peoples. Wide receiver tiptoeing the line down there. Now Peoples for 3. We mentioned earlier that's not really a strength in her game. Snyder, baseline jumper's good.
Well, she has a perimeter shot, and Nia Peoples does. First team All-Stater, a McDonald's All-American going to Notre Dame. But I think her biggest strength, and what her dad says is her biggest strength, is just her versatility, the fact that she can do a little bit of everything. And definitely more of a guard player, but she has been able to score inside this year. She's really made that a point of emphasis of her game in her senior year.
Try to get it inside the Krogman, and she loses it out of bounds. 4:35 to go third. Schlarman in charge here in the 1A state championship game.
You can spend it on anything. Animals and toys. I would buy a really, really, really big house. A motorcycle.
I would go to college right now.
Money. Shoe. Coats or watches. Anything.
When I was looking at different universities, I didn't want to choose a campus just for football. I needed a school that offered strong academics. At UNI, I discovered a program that gave me hands-on experience and connected me with industry professionals. I gained a better understanding of what it takes to be successful in a competitive industry. UNI helped me discover my passion of meeting people and telling important community-driven stories. Discover where you belong at the University of Northern Iowa.
Back at Illinois State's Redbird Arena, Doug Collins Court is the defending state champs, the #1 team in the state with a commanding 18-point lead over Eastland. As Yogi Berra might say, it's deja vu all over again. Janiyah Newell, 3 of her 17 in last year's title game. Nia Peoples scored 25 in the 2 games at Redbird Arena last year, and it was a dominating state championship trip to Normal last year for the Hilltoppers.
Definitely reminding us of what's going on here this year, and you just, any time that you can string championships together at any level in any sports, that is special. And coming here to do it again, especially we've talked about it. You got the target on your back, and you're getting everybody's best effort as the defending state champion to come through and to get to this point again. That's difficult, and it's very impressive, and it's an accomplishment to be very proud of.
Schlarman led this game 18-2. They have gotten off to better starts, believe it or not. Regional final, they led 28-0 over Armstrong Potomac. So they have shown flashes of that kind of dominance all year long, really.
They are showing quite a bit of discipline here. I know that this is a team that likes to keep its foot on the gas, but knowing that the clock is their friend and just really massaging this lead here, and that is definitely a source of frustration for Eastland, who just wants to try to do something to get back in this game, and forcing a turnover like that is a good start.
Gerard trying to split the double team. She's whistled for the travel.
You heard Nicole Brinker at halftime. She doesn't look all that upset and has a smile on her face, laughing on the sidelines there with her players. And just remember, she told us that, guys, just go out and have a fun time. This is your last 16 minutes together. And she's really living that herself, trying to enjoy these players one last time.
Nice take by Erin Hensey, pulling up and hitting. She's got 5. 25 in yesterday's semifinal and 6 3-pointers. She did a little double duty last year. The Eastland radio play-by-play gentleman telling me that Erin last year, they came down to the state finals to watch. She filled in as color commentator, going after your gig.
What? Erin, how could you? I thought we were friends.
Her mom, who's the assistant coach and was the head coach the last time Eastland came to state, said, yeah, she wants to go into broadcasting. I said, please talk her out of that. Jokingly, of course. He actually has a part-time job at the radio station, does some news over the weekends as Capria Brown gets to the hoop and scores. She's got 13 now.
Very nice offense, good ball movement, or good movement without the ball too on Capria Brown's part. Good cut to the basket.
People says we're just scratching the surface when it comes to the talent level of Capria Brown.
I believe that.
Lydia Coatney goes into the lane and gets fouled in the process.
We have to remind people about Lydia Coatney, and I don't think that she's going to get to shoot free throws here, but number 41 in white, she is coming back from mono earlier in the season. She missed about 10 games, a month of the season where she had to sit and just recharge and get better, and kind of became a student of the game and took stats for the team. There she is, there's Lydia. And she played outstanding yesterday in the semifinal. 19 points, didn't look like she was coming back from mono at all. There's a strong move to the basket by Krugman, but just really liked the effort out of Lydia Coatney after going through a really difficult situation, difficult year. And you know, she was going full speed, and to have that kind of cut you off at the knees in your junior season. Tough set of circumstances, but yet still able to help her team get down to state doing other things.
Peoples has it blocked, and they call a jump ball. It'll stay with Schlarman. And I like what Nicole Brinker and the coaching staff did with Lydia Coatney while she was out, and you talked about this a little bit, but they kind of, like, you know, quote unquote, kind of turned her into a coach, you know, helped her, you know, look at game film and just look at the game, learn the game from a different perspective. And that's you know, that's something when you're a player you may not pay attention to or get the opportunity to do very often, as Anaya Peoples scores inside.
I think that when you are able to sit down on the bench and look at the game from a different perspective, I think it does help your game. It helps you see things that are open, things that you might not see while you're actually on the floor. That in the long run has probably helped Lydia Coatney become a better player. And Krugman with a couple of nice baskets here for Eastland, trying to chip away.
Modest 9-4 run for Eastland here. And they fell behind 20-5 after one quarter and actually won the second quarter as Anaya Peoples shoots and scores again.
The court awareness there of Peoples and knowing to pull back, and she's got an open jumper, taking her time, just smooth basketball.
Denia Newell taken away by Henze. Capria Brown gets it and scores. 15 for Capria Brown. Final seconds here in the third. Lydia Coatney picks up the air ball and scores. Toppers will hold for one here. Dominating performance here so far, dominating in the Vermilion Valley, their 5th straight conference title this year. This senior class went 52-0 in the league. And they are 8 minutes away from a second straight state championship. Schlarman, number 1 in the state, number 1 on the scoreboard, up 17 with 8 minutes to play.
I was in a terrible accident when I was 14 years old. My recovery was a challenge, to say the least. What I have learned from this experience has inspired me to help others overcome their obstacles. My name is Stephen Carroll, and I'm a country financial representative. I do what I do now to help people achieve their goal, one step at a time.
Find a representative at TakeSimpleSteps.com.
All across America, teenagers are making a difference, gaining respect, and changing the future. Here in Illinois, the future is now. 16 and 17-year-olds can now register to be organ tissue donors in Illinois. Nearly 5,000 people in our state need a life-saving organ, and about 300 people die every year waiting. Be part of the solution. Join the Illinois Secretary of State's Organ Tissue Donor Registry. Register at lifegoeson.com.
Join us next week. We'll be right back here at Redbird Arena for the girls 3A, 4A state finals. Tickets available at the Redbird Arena box office or by going to the girls basketball tab at the IHSA website, ihsa.org. 3 Schlarman Hilltoppers in double figures, including the future Notre Dame Fighting Irish guard Anaya Peoples with 17.
Well, she has made it look easy in this game. 3-pointers, drives to the basket, finishing there with contact. Just doing a little bit of everything in this game. That's what she's done throughout her entire career. A very versatile player. And Lee, I give this over to you.
And very talented, apparently. That's a secret talent of touching the tongue to the nose. Afraid of elevators, and we're back to the strangest food category. Crickets, or cricket. She only cops to eating one there, so.
I mean,
we're gonna get a negative out of you on that, aren't we?
The context of that is, I need more information.
It's not on your menu, though.
No, it's not.
If dead flies aren't, I'm sure a cricket's not.
No.
I'm gonna have to agree with you on that, to be honest. Eastland winners of 18 in a row coming into this one. They've run into a buzzsaw here. Krogman going up strong. 3-point play opportunity for Carly Krogman. She's got 9 points and headed back to the line.
Well, she has scored all 3 of her field goals here in pretty close succession. Being really strong under the basket. We saw that in yesterday's semifinal as well.
Let's go over to Piper Shaw.
Hey guys, I was just over in the Eastland huddle, just kind of checking in with them, and they are all in pretty good spirits. They're smiling, patting each other on the back. Coach Brinker is just saying, go hard, try your best, move fast, but have fun. They really seem pretty lighthearted over there, and I think they're just trying to now kind of enjoy this experience while they're here and learn what they can.
Tough move inside from Sydney Gerard, the blue-collar player for Schlarman. She's got 6. Inside to Hensey, off-balance shot, got it off the glass, but didn't get it to go. Now comes up with the defensive play. They get the ball, and Nicole Brinker gets a quick timeout. She is a veteran coach in the state tournament, in the boys' state tournament anyway. She filled in as an assistant coach, Frost soft coach at Forreston when she was the girls' head coach there, and was on the bench with Forreston's boys team when they went to state in 2014.
Well, Piper is saying that everyone on the bench seems pretty relaxed, and what Coach Brinker said at halftime, telling her girls to just go out and enjoy this moment together, and she's really trying to enjoy this moment as well. This is her first trip at the state finals, and the last time as a coach, and the last time that Eastland went to the state finals, it was in 2014, and that's when Colleen Hensey was the head coach, the mother of Erin Hensey, and now an assistant coach for Nicole Brinker. Nicole actually, years ago when she was a player at Eastland, played for Colleen Hensey, and she was telling us earlier this week what a special moment it is for her to share this experience with her former head coach, and who is now on her staff, and everything kind of coming full circle. So she was really kind of in awe of that experience as well, because she says that Colleen Hensey has been such an influence on her career and really got her into coaching, got her to enjoy basketball so much that she wanted to coach it as well. And so it's just special for Nicole Brinker to be here with her mentor in coaching by her side.
Another nice move inside by Sydney Gerard. She comes from a basketball family as well. Her dad is an assistant coach. Her cousin coaches Danville Area Community College. And she's got another uncle that's a coach at the University of Indianapolis. Peoples all the way to the hoop in the little finger roll for 19 points.
Pretty move to the basket. Scoop.
Gets a hand on that one, gets
Still
it back.
not stopping.
Gives it up to Janiyah Newell. Good sharing of the basketball. Newell now with 14. Gets it up off the glass, and now she's fouled. It's on Sydney Gerard, her third. As Trish mentioned earlier, she's headed to Oakland University, which is actually in Michigan. Quick hands. Nia Peoples got a hand on that one. We're going to break. 4:59 left in this one as Schlarman chases a second straight state title. Nia Peoples leading the way with 19.
This event is brought to you by Champion. Since 1919, Champion has created the durable, authentic sportswear you need to conquer your goals. As the official uniform and apparel provider for the NFHS, Champion helps athletes at every level make their mark, the mark of a champion. View our apparel today at champion.com.
You can spend it on anything. Animals and toys. I would buy a really, really, really big house. A motorcycle.
I would go to college right now.
Money. Shoe. Coats or watches. Anything.
Welcome back to Redbird Arena. Eastland fans, young and old, enjoying their trip to state here. Their last loss back on December 27th against Sterling. There's leading scorers. You can see 3 players in double figures. Sydney Gerard, the only other Schlarman player to score. She's got 8. So it's the big 3 for Schlarman. Takes it strong to the hoop and it rattles out. Quickly ahead to Sydney Gerard. Lays it up. Now she's in double figures with 10.
Four players now in double figures for Schlarman, but just 1 for Eastland. That's Carly Krugman.
Lindsay's shot rolls off.
Eastland still shooting so many fewer shots than Schlarman. 29 attempts for Eastland in this game, 43 for Schlarman. That was a huge problem in that first half when Schlarman got off to a 20-5 first quarter lead.
Lydia Coatney takes it to the hoop. She's now in double figures with 10.
Just didn't get a lot of opportunities because Eastland was turning the ball over so much. That's when Schlarman just really took control of this game right out of the gate.
You kind of have to look at the body of work too for Eastland this year, and not just look at this championship game. Last year they lost in the sectional semifinal. Felt like maybe they had a pretty good chance to get to Redbird Arena, and Nicole Brinker saying, you know, we don't know what would have happened, but the never knowing thing definitely has bothered them. And they've used that as a motivation, and they've made it all the way here to the state championship game and going to take home a state championship, or a state trophy rather. Third in 2014, improved by 1 spot this year. And with thoughts of the future, with 3 juniors, a sophomore, one of their key players, and a devastating screen right there from Danny Rush. Capria Brown is slow to get up.
The 4 leading scorers on this Eastland team will all be back next season. Wow, ouch.
Capria Brown's going to stay out there.
Are you kidding? There is nowhere else that she would rather be. These players don't want to be taken off the floor. This is their moment.
She hits the deck again.
Yeah, she does.
And now Krogman whistled for the foul as Janiyah Newell gets fouled, and it's a 3-point free throw situation right here.
Eastland foul 34, Charlie Krogman.
People says Janiyah Newell finds ways to impact the game and even makes practice enjoyable. And that's not always easy to do, right?
That's right. You need a couple of those players on your team. One can lighten the mood, get their teammates fired up. It's a long season. Basketball, toughest season, I think, in high school sports. Maybe not the toughest sport. A lot of people would say football is so tough, but this is a season that is long. It covers pretty much every major holiday over the school year. Definitely needs some lighter moments, some levity in a long season like this.
.35 left here. 3 attempt off the mark. And
nice hustle.
Schlarman comes out of there with it. Nice hustle by CC Damilano. On the floor and getting it for Schlarman, as they've done just about everything well here today. And they get a big hand from their contingency of fans making the drive over from Danville. Our gift of hope, assist of the game. Right here, Peoples to Capria Brown.
And they work so well together. You can see the chemistry. Peoples just looking for a way to find Capria Brown. And Peoples, she's leading this team in scoring with 19 points, but also leading this team in assists in this game with 5.
It's kind of funny how she found out she was going to be a McDonald's All-American. She watched the announcement on her phone thanks to former Schlarman student and U of I football player Caleb Griffin, who had ESPN on his phone and shared it on FaceTime. How's that for tech savvy, huh?
Yes. I'm not sure if I would know how to share it. I watch it, yes, but share it, I don't know.
Yeah. I always say I'm about one more technological advance from just saying forget it. I'm almost to that age. Capria Brown whistle for the travel. I remember reading an IHSA.org promo on one of these telecasts when it was first becoming a thing, and I had no idea what they were talking about or even how to say it. Coatney inside. Nicole Brinker is going to go to her bench, and Keith Peoples will do the same. Baseline jumper, no good that time for Lauren Barnett, who just checked into the ball game. She's a 5'10" freshman, and
the hug at half court there by the Schlarman veterans.
Anaya Peoples, Capria Brown, Janiyah Newell, Sydney Gerard getting a big hand.
Taking it all in, enjoying their crowd. The Schlarman fans giving them a standing ovation.
Destiny Dye in that group. It's been a very impressive run, and there's more ahead. Anaya Peoples graduates, Janiyah Newell, Sydney Gerard, but Destiny Dye. But with Capria Brown out there, they've got a pretty good place to start next season.
And the Eastland fans on their feet as well, giving their players that appreciation, that standing ovation for a great ride. Both of these teams have given their fans a great ride this season. So many memories.
Alyssa Smith with the shot attempt there. 1 minute to go in this one. Lauren Barnett, not bashful. She's let it fly both times she's touched it. And a foul against Schlarman here.
The celebration is starting over on the Schlarman bench.
It's free throw time now.
Smiles, tears, happy tears, the hugs. It's been a long ride. The ups, the downs. Being the defending state champions, it's got its pros and cons. People outgunning for you every game, with that confidence and knowing what it takes to get here and wanting to do it again. This team has just met every expectation this season. They have a lot to be proud of.
And a Wilhelm shot's off the mark. Jenna Green takes it in, can't get the finish. Gets it back, and she'll go to the line again. Our Country Financial, check that, our Wintrust play of the game goes to Capria Brown. A little hesitation, missed, but comes back in and gets the loose ball and scores. Even when she's denied, she can't be denied.
Capria Brown has had the play of the game. She could easily be the player of the game, along with Anaya Peoples. 17 big points for Capria Brown. 5 rebounds, again efficient from the field, 7 of 12 from the field. She had an excellent tournament, and just junior for this team, already committed to Xavier. First team All-State, both Peoples and Brown, first team All-Staters, and they have shown why over and over again this weekend. Really the dynamic duo for Schlarman.
Been together since 5th grade. And a long ride for them, and a productive ride as they will take home back-to-back state championship trophies. The starters and the crowd all cheering on. Yeah, they did. Enjoying the last seconds here. They watch their teammates get a little face time and on the floor time. And it's back-to-back state championships for Danville Schlarman.
33-2. They've taken on bigger schools in them, 2A, 3A, 4A. Fabulous season, all the expectations, all the news clippings, bright lights, all the possible distractions, and they have stayed focused on their #1 goal, which was to come down here, back here, and win another state title. And they did so in convincing fashion with just an excellent start. That 20-5 first quarter lead really just established the tone for this entire game. They were out on a mission. They wanted to send a message with the way that they came out of the locker room to start this game, and they certainly did that. They wanted to say, hey, we're the defending state champs. We're out to defend our title and win another one. I just liked the way, the moxie and the attitude that they came into this game with. Very, very impressive.
Now our Country Financial player of the game is Anaya Peoples. In her final high school game in a Schlarman uniform, 19 points to lead the way.
One of the best players in the state of Illinois. Anaya Peoples, first team All-State, McDonald's All-American, going to Notre Dame. She was a defending state champion, wins another state championship, and now she is going to the defending national champions to play her college ball. A dream career for Anaya Peoples.
Let's send it over to Piper Shaw. She is with the state champs.
That's right. I've got Coach Peoples and Anaya Peoples here. What's it been like for you two working as a father-daughter team to take home 2 state titles and just having a great season together?
There's been a lot of ups and downs, but it's been great. I can't call him coach anymore. I call him dad now.
Yes.
But we've been working so hard for this. Not only just the team, but the whole community has been with us. So it means everything to be able to bring it back to Danville and to our school and our supportive fans.
It's a perfect ending. I couldn't ask for anything better. You know, there's been 2 occasions where I've almost been brought to tears, and that's when I saw her on the stand winning a gold medal for USA, and this right here is that same feeling.
Absolutely. Now you are going to be continuing your basketball career at Notre Dame, but what are you going to miss the most about this team and about your dad maybe being your coach?
I'm going to miss everything. I've been with this school and this team since 4th grade, so I mean it's going to be a transition, but this team is just like family. Like, we're literally sisters on and off the court, so I mean this bond is going to stay with us forever. So I mean, I'll keep in touch. I won't miss too much.
The camaraderie, the practices, the preparation, studying film, getting the most out of my young ladies, teaching them about life, not only just about basketball, but using basketball as a tool to understand that there's going to be adversity, there's going to be success, but how to handle it. So I'm going to miss that part of it, the teaching.
Now, when you guys walk away from this today, what are you going to remember? What are you always going to talk about on this day?
Oh man, that's a hard question. It's just the whole experience, the whole state, the banquet, doing each other's hair in the locker room, even though he gets mad, doing the makeup. I mean, just not even on the court, just everything behind the scenes. I'm going to miss that.
What I'll miss most is the preparation again, and our fans being here, everyone supporting us. Those are things you just can't forget. But it's been a great season. It's been a great journey watching her grow and develop as a junior high basketball player and a high school student. It's been a pleasure coaching her, and now she's going off to Notre Dame. Better coaching staff, less pressure for me. I just can't wait to watch her grow and develop under their system.
Absolutely. Thank you guys so much. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
All right, Lee and Trish, back to you guys to get awards started here.
All right, thank you, Piper. Well, Dad talking about being moved to tears a couple of times. Yesterday, Anaya was moved to tears after the game, talking about the fact that this was her last game together with her teammates. Here, get a look at the last 5 state champions in Class 1A, and it's Schlarman with back-to-back.
Well, and to be able to win back-to-back state championships with your dad as the head coach, and I just liked what Anaya was talking about with just the behind-the-scenes stuff, the things that you never see. You know, people are just think it's all about basketball when you're playing at that level, and just little things like doing each other's hair and makeup. I just love that, because that's what really sports is all about. It's creating those friendships and those relationships that'll last a lifetime, and then on top of it, you win back-to-back state championships. Just a great experience.
All right, let's go to our award ceremony now. It's Tri-County, 4th place, getting their medals. Congratulations to all these young ladies and their families and coaches.
Right. Harley Berry. Izzy Carroll. Lily Cox. Meredith Smith. Malia Eskew, Bella Dudley, Kirsten Price Wilson, and Caroline Smith. And now will Coach Morrissey and the captains of Tri-County Co-op please step forward to receive the 4th place trophy. Tri-County fans, a reception will be held at the Shiloh Gym upon the team's arrival home today. Reception at the Shiloh Gym on arrival home today. At this time, please meet the Lady Indians of Lewistown High School, who finished the season in 3rd place with a final record of 32 wins and 2 losses. First meet the superintendent of Lewistown High School, Jeannie Davis. Assistant Superintendent Dick Well. Principal Clay Gingland. Athletic Trainer Marcy Well. Head Coach and Athletic Director Greg Bennett. Assistant Coach Joey McLaughlin. Manager Brooke Hampton. Manager Addison Yurkovich. And squad members Odessa Grove, Lydia Kripe, Carly Heffron, Anna Heffron, Bailey Mayberry, Kate Heffron, Sydney Schaefer, Paige Bennett, Macy Miklich, Alex Ebert, Hannah Burdess, Kennedy Mayberry, Libby Hopkins, and Avery Smith. And now will Coach Bennett and the captains of Lewistown High School please step forward to receive the 3rd place trophy. Lewistown fans, there will be a reception at 2 p.m. on Sunday in the Lewistown Gym. At this time, please meet the Cougars of Eastland High School, who finished the season in 2nd place with a final record of 31 wins and 5 losses. First meet Superintendent Dr. Mark Hansen. Principal Monica Burkholder. Athletic Director Scott Hartman. Athletic Trainer Chelsea Ferguson. Head Coach Nicole Brinker. Assistant Coach Jane Martz. Assistant Coach Chelsea Haskin. Assistant Coach Colleen Finn Henze. Manager Macy Misovich. Manager Abby Hammer. Scorekeeper Jerry Ludwig. And team members Meredith Jansen. Anna Wilhelm. Sage Walrath. Callista Smith. Gabby Snyder. Telena Rogers. Jenna Green. Aaron Hinsey. Danny Rush. Caitlin Wilczynski. Carly Krogman. Lydia Coatney. Hannah Witt. And Kaylee Hammer. And now will Coach Brinker and the captains of Eastland High School please step forward to receive the second place trophy. Eastland fans, there will be a reception at the high school tonight at 7 p.m. Tonight at the high school, 7 p.m. At this time, please meet the Hilltoppers of Schlarman High School, who finished the season in first place with a final record of 33 wins and 2 losses. First, meet the principal, Mark Janeski. Dean, Mark Croy. Athletic Director, Phil Sexton. Head Coach, Keith Peoples. Assistant Coach, Jerry O'Neill. Assistant Coach, David Gerard. Assistant Coach, O.J. Harrison. Manager, Anna Fitzgerald. Manager, Molly DeBoard. Manager, Liz DeBoard. Bookkeeper, Todd Damilano. Videographer, Chuck Bukowski. And the Hilltoppers, CC Damilano. Sydney Gerard. Capria Brown. Anea Peoples. Tana Cedar. Janaya Newell. Taylor Fowler. Suzette Summersheim. Lauren Barnett. McKaylee Allen. Destiny Dye. and Emma Bogan. And now will Coach Peoples and the captains of Schlarman High School please step forward to receive the first place trophy.
A dominant performance by Schlarman as they win their second state championship in a row in Class 1A. We've got more coming your way tonight. The consolation game between St. Joe Ogden and Hillsboro. And then it's the Wooden Shoes of Teutopolis against the Marshall Commandos tonight for the 2A state title. For Piper Shaw and for Patricia Babcock-McGraw and our great crew on hand here at Redbird Arena, we thank you for joining us. Fun weekend, more basketball coming up tonight from Redbird Arena. So long.